Hello, Aces. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so proud of Michael B. Jordan. Creed 3 is in theaters right now, and it is his directorial debut. And this weekend, it's crossed over $100 million globally, including the $41 million debut overseas. It is the biggest opening of all the Creed and Rocky movies of all time. It is the biggest opening ever of a sports movie, and it's also the biggest opening ever for a Black director and their directorial debut, as we see here with Michael B. Jordan, and the biggest opening ever for Amazon. So, congratulations. When I tell you that this movie was so good, obviously, many people all over the world agree with me, but if you guys haven't had a chance to see it yet, please take the opportunity to go do so. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the movie. So, as I stated earlier, the director is Michael B. Jordan. This is his first movie, and this is actually the first Rocky or Creed film that's not starring Sylvester Stallone. So, he basically, you know, said that he wasn't going to do the franchise anymore because he got into it with the owners of the Creed Rocky franchise. It was one man in particular that owns the rights to the film. So Michael B. Jordan steps in as the director and starring as Adonis Creed. So young Adonis Creed it opens in the year 2002 in Los Angeles, and young Adonis or Donnie Creed, he sneaks out with his best friend at the time, the Golden Gloves champion, Dame or Diamond Dame Anderson, played by Jonathan Majors. And one small caveat that I love about this film, it's starring Tessa Thompson, who plays Bianca, his wife. She has a hearing problem, and they have a young daughter named Amira. And Mila Davis is the actress who is deaf, and she is so amazing. And she signs throughout the whole movie. She's teaching other people in the movie how to sign, other characters, and I really loved her personality. I thought that she was just adorable, and I love the fact that we are having so much representation of people with different abilities. So this has been a huge year for a lot of deaf actresses. There's also the Super Bowl. That was the first time that they had three different deaf American Sign Language interpreters there. So I just wanted to mention that because she was adorable in the film. So Dame is played by Jonathan Majors, and then we have Donnie or Adonis, played by Michael B. Jordan. They sneak out when they're kids to go watch a boxing match, and they get into an altercation, or an incident happens where it changes basically the face of their lives, right? Their friendship. Dame ends up leaving for almost 2 decades, and when he comes back, he's still really hurt about what happened, and he comes back to train. He's like, I stayed in good shape, I want to start boxing again. And so Michael B. Jordan's character, Adonis Creed, he had originally retired from boxing. But what ends up happening is, of course, as we know, they had a confrontation. They had some words back and forth. I don't want to go into too much of the plot because I don't want to give away any spoilers. But what I will say is that I really love how Jonathan Majors can convey the emotions of his characters. He went to Yale, so he trained classically. And Dame, once he came back into the fold, you could tell that he was like really hurt, and he was harboring a lot of ill feelings and a lot of deep pain and trauma from his past and what happened as a child. So when they reconnect later, and Adonis introduces him to his family, you could see like the sadness in his eyes, and you could see his heartbreak a little bit when he was meeting with, Tessa Thompson's character Bianca and his daughter Amira. So I think that led up to a lot of Dane's, you know, sadness and frustration, and ultimately, his anger. So he wins a few of the boxing matches that ultimately boost his rankings in the title world, in the boxing world, and that leads to the ultimate showdown with Adonis Creed. So I don't want to tell you all the steps that they have to take to get there, but eventually this showdown, of course, is the crown jewel of the movie. And I love seeing the training montages. I love seeing, them get into shape, and their, the dialogue that they have with their trainers. One great thing that I love about boxing as well is it's strategic. So it's not just you fighting an outside opponent. Michael B. Jordan did a really, really good job within this film of showing that internal conflict that each of the young men had. And also, there's been a lot of discussion about, masculinity, and specifically, toxic masculinity. And so Jonathan Majors, he addresses that, of course, just, using his own journey as an actor, as a Black man. And I feel like the way that the movie is shot, it portrays a lot of the facets of masculinity and what that means in terms of, interpersonal relationships, friendships, things like that. Michael B. Jordan really touches on, and he goes deep with a lot of hurt and pain I feel like a lot of men carry. And so, here is one of the shots where, they're kind of looking at the walls, but still looking at each other, and they're separated. And that's what, you know, human beings, we want interpersonal connection, right? Like that's what it's all about. And so this movie really captures two men not only having, external conflicts, but the conflicts that they had internally, fighting their own, negative stereotypes, fighting their own negative inner dialogue. So Wood Harris did an amazing job as well, training Michael B. Jordan in the movie. I mean, he is, in my opinion, almost every movie that he's been in, he gives great lines and great commentary. And so that's definitely something that he brought to this movie as well. And of course, Jonathan Majors knocked it out of the park, as he always does. I feel like the lighting was great. The shots were masterfully done. This shot in particular is one of the pinnacles. And Michael B. Jordan really captured just the cinematography was amazing. And so congratulations to him, breaking all those records with this movie. I really hope they continue with the franchise. Obviously, it's shown to be extremely successful. If you guys haven't, like I said, had a chance to go see it, please do. If you have seen it already, drop down in the comments and let me know what was your favorite part. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you later. Take care, Aces. Bye.